Here we go, yo. Here we go. All I ever wanted was a black Grand National. Give them what they asked for. Bump, bump, bump. What's poppin', everybody? Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Daniel Berry Sports, what's poppin', my guy? Big Ro, what's up, buddy? Here we go, back at it again, the day after Christmas, the day after the Knicks just had a beat down of the Spurs. It wasn't really a beat down, it was a back and forth affair. It was fantastic, it was a great game, but our guy Mikal Bridges came through at the end. I'm still in a holiday spirit. I'm still feeling good. I don't know about you guys, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling fantastic. The Knicks are on a 4-game winning streak, baby. Just beat the Spurs. We got the Magic coming up tomorrow. We got both Wizards games coming up to end the month. They could be on a 7-game winning streak going into the new year in January. It's like, oh. And it looks like the Boston Celtics losing to Philly last night, and the Knicks are right on the heels of the Celtics, climbing to the 2 seed. We'll see how everything plays out after that. Because we're going to be looking up at that 1 seed like, hey, don't falter, Cleveland. Hey, you got off to a great start. Don't start faltering now. We right there. We're right there. Obviously, a lot of work left to do. But we gonna sit here. We're going to watch some good basketball. We got the Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the Indiana Pacers tonight. Pretty good game. Pretty good game. Should be a good game. The Indiana Pacers are on a 5-game winning streak out here on the West Coast. Back home here. Swept their little road trip. They're back home here facing one of the best teams in the league, the best team in the Western Conference right now, the OKC Thunder. So we'll see if they'll be able to keep up that pace. It's also a thing like you got to watch out. You got to watch out for these Pacers, right? Came out of nowhere last season, ended up beating us in the second round, and we know the story around it. We know the circumstances that led to that. But they're a team you got to watch out for because here they come. Right? They're putting the league on notice right now. So let's peep a little bit. Let's check out what's really going on between them. You got Haliburton versus SGA today, right? And that's a pretty good matchup, obviously. You got Hartenstein versus Miles Turner, which I'm interested in because the last time we saw Hartenstein and Miles Turner go at it, Miles Turner ate his lunch money in the playoffs, right? Hartenstein had, one good game against him? So we'll see if maybe the scheme that the Thunder play and the other defenders that they have around them will help them a little bit more defensively here in this matchup. But, Hartenstein was out there with no Anunoby, right? But we'll see. We'll see. I'm looking forward to seeing the Pacers get beat down tonight. As much as you guys know this channel, you guys know me, this is a Hartenstein hate watch through and through. Do not like Hartenstein one bit. How dare he? But this is also like a Pacers hate watch. So I think it's more beneficial to watch this Pacers team lose. I'm looking forward to it a little bit more. They just edge out my hate for Hartenstein. But we're going to get ready for the game here. Getting ready for tip-off. Whew, here we go, getting ready. Shake it off. Get your handshakes in, everybody. Get your popcorn, get your water, and let's get watching. I hope Shea eats up Haliburton. Although, obviously, the two guys won't be guarding each other because that is not modern basketball anymore. Cason Wallace in the starting lineup? Or Isaiah Joe? No Isaiah Joe? Moving him back to the bench, trying to find a lineup that works. Starting lineup that works without Holmgren. And then the usual starting five for the Pacers. Matherin's in there, of course. Nembhard's back from injury. He has been back from injury for a while. Is Neesmith back? Does Neesmith come off the bench for them? What is that going to be like? And here we go. Hartenstein versus Turner on the tip-off. And we're off. Hartenstein wins the tip. And here comes Wallace, gets it over to Dort. Dort has it up top, being guarded by Siakam to start. Interesting matchup. They get it over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein being guarded by Turner. Coming to his right, hands it off to J-Dub. J-Dub driving to his left, gets it over to Wallace, kicks it out. Dort, left wing three. They give him some space. He can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. And Nembhard has it as he brings it down. Quick hit ahead to Haliburton. Or no, the Matherin, excuse me. Matherin back to Haliburton. Back to Nembhard. Nembhard has it up top, being guarded by Wallace. Coming to his right off a Turner screen. Stopping, stepping back. Fall away long two. Not a great shot. Doesn't matter because Nembhard knocks it down anyway. And here comes SGA. Has it up top, crosses over to his right, forcing Siakam to switch on to him. Now blows right past him, gets to his mid-range along the baseline. Can't knock it down as he comes up short. Turner rips a rebound away, out to Siakam. Pacers are off and running. Kicks it out to Haliburton. Tries to get the extra pass over to Matherin in the corner. Case and Wallace saw it coming in. A beautiful full-court bounce pass to Lu Dort, who blows the layup. Oh, he goes down holding the hammy. He's done. He's done. Siakam on the other end misses a layup. Hartenstein has it, gets it over to SGA. They're bringing it down. Dort's back up. No, he's not. He's still on the floor on the baseline. SGA attacks, blows the layup. They kick it out to Nembhard. It's a 3-on-2. Gets it over to Matherin. He's attacking, gets a layup out of it. And then a timeout from the Thunder. Lu Dort was down on the floor, didn't even get back, holding the hamstring. Went down, grabbed a hold of that leg. He was done. He was done. He did manage to get back to his feet, but he has not even made his way back to the bench. That's obviously not a good sign. Obviously not a good sign for the Thunder. Early in the game, you're already down, obviously, a couple of guys. Maybe not a couple of guys. You're down Holmgren. Isaiah Joe didn't start, which leads me to believe he's not playing. The last time we saw the Thunder, Isaiah Joe was their starting shooting guard. And now you're going to lose Lu Dort. Caruso is also out tonight for the Thunder. So, you know, already thinning out the bench early here in the game. Only a minute and a half into the game, and you're already dropping a guy. Off a hamstring pull, too, which is crazy, because he didn't do anything strenuous to start the game. He literally just went down and went up for a layup. That's just a muscle giving out on you. That is crazy. That is crazy. Truly unfortunate. We'll see how severe it is. When we come back from break, obviously, we'll see how severe it is. We got a couple of games going on today, already starting at 7 o'clock. A little bit earlier start. Everybody who didn't play on Christmas gets to have a little bit of a belated game today. Heat Magic was the other option that received a ton of votes for the game to be streamed today. We'll check in on them. But an earlier than usual pause to the game, only a minute and a half in. Pretty much get an injury timeout with Lu Dort going down with the injury. Only 10:30 remaining in the game in the first quarter. You can show the replay here. He went up with two hands to dunk it, and that's why he ended up blowing the layup. On the way up, you could see him. I believe they took him back in the locker room. He won't be coming back out. We'll see who's in for him. But here comes J-Dub bringing it down. 4-0. Gets it over to Harnstein. Harnstein up top gets it back to J-Dub. J-Dub being guarded by Matherin. Gets it over to SGA, driving to his left, kicks it out in the corner to Wallace. Wallace puts up the left corner three over Siakam off a pass fake, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Harnstein knocks it out of bounds. And Isaiah Joe is in the lineup for Lou Dort. They just decided to go with Case and Wallace, looking for a better option in the starting lineup. It looks like Isaiah Joe's been struggling a little bit with his consistency. Turner has it up top, hands it off to Haliburton. Wonky handoff, Haliburton has it, gets it over to Nembhard. Back to Haliburton, driving to his left. He's got some space, leaves it off for Turner. Turner on the inside, and he gets fouled by Harnstein. Ten minutes to go here in the first quarter. It's 4-0. It's a little bit of a slow start, especially off of that injury. Couple of stoppages in play here. Haliburton gets it into Nembhard. Nembhard up top. Dancing around the screen as J-Dub switches onto him. Picks his dribble up, throws it over the top to Turner. Turner catches, kicks it out. Siakam, right corner three. Harnstein, late closeout, and Siakam makes him pay, splashing the three right in his face. Oops. 3 points to the wrong side. It's 7-0. OKC's yet to score. J-Dub dancing, though. And they call an offensive foul on J-Dub, using the off arm to fend off to the defender as he was driving to the basket. Turnover, ball going the other way. A little over 9:30 to go. Haliburton has it up top. 7-0 is a pretty good start. Pretty good start. Haliburton on the right wing up top to Siakam. Siakam. Inside pass to Turner. He's got space. Turns, fires, misses the layup over J-Dub. Can't get it to go. Quick hit ahead to J-Dub. He's pushing the pace. In the corner to Isaiah Joe, and it's a turnover. Thunder just look to be moving way too fast right now for themselves. Nembhard has it up top, being guarded by Joe. Gets it over to Siakam. Siakam faces up. Pass fake, being guarded by Harnstein here. Hands it off to Nembhard, driving to his right, leans in, steps back, stops, turns, spins, gets it back, kicks it out. Siakam, another three, straight away this time, and he banks it in, y'all. The bank is over for Pascal Siakam right now, and the Pacers are off and running. It's a 10-0 start. SGA has it on the right wing, backing down Nembhard, backing him down. Backing him down. Nembhard, a good defender, but SGA is just a lot bigger and a lot more skilled. Spins right off of him to get the easy layup for the first basket for OKC tonight. 2-10. 8:40 to go. Haliburton on the right wing, coming off the screen, leaves it off for Siakam. Tried to bounce it over to Nembhard, but it's a kick ball on SGA. Bank shot straightaway three is always crazy because you're so off. Their shot is so long that you were able to bank it in. Siakam another three. He's feeling it. Oh my goodness, is he feeling it? Splashes an off the dribble three coming to his right off the screen, knocks it down. 13-2. The Thunder swinging around. J-Dub left wing three, nothing but net. Gets the 3 points right back. Here come the Pacers pushing the other way. Now we're getting a nice rhythm with the game right now. Nembhard up top, pass fake, swings it over to Haliburton, driving to his right. He's got space, kicks it out. Matherin wide open, right wing three, comes up short. Turner tips it over to Matherin. Matherin attacking, stops, kicks it out to Nembhard, and they call a foul on SGA and the Thunder. And the Pacers continue to roll right now, generating extra possessions, beating the Thunder to the ball, knocking down their shots. Giving the Thunder all they can handle right now to open the game. We'll see how the Thunder handle it and if they'll be able to make a little bit of a comeback to get themselves back into it. It's only an 8-point game. Inside pass to Turner. Stops, turns, fires, just misses it. Matherin again keeping the possession alive. The ball is still loose. Haliburton picks it up, gets it over. Turner just going to try with another three. Turner can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound again. Matherin had it, lost it, and it's going to stay with the Pacers. And again, they are beating the Thunder to every loose ball right now. My goodness. Haliburton will get it inside. Throws it up over to Siakam. Siakam hands it off to Haliburton, driving to his left, kicks it out. Nembhard on the relocation, left corner three. Too long, can't get it to go. Harnstein finally scores a defensive rebound there. Nembhard almost comes up with the steal, but here comes J-Dub, bringing it down, coming to his right. Siakam switches onto him, driving to his left, turns, spins, and he slips and falls. And they call a foul on Siakam. J-Dub's rubbing his leg, rubbing his knee. Crowd does not like the foul call. To me, that's a no call. They got to show the replay again. They got to show me what the foul is. Looks like a whole lot of incidental contact to me, but they're going to give J-Dub and the Thunder the foul call there. Looks like he just lost his footing. But here we go. J-Dub up top, gets it over to SGA. Driving to his right, pulling it back. Now driving to his left. Blows past the defense, flips it up at the basket. Can't get it to go. SGA's upset looking for a foul call he doesn't get. They swing it over to Haliburton. Gets it over to Turner inside. Over to the top to Siakam. Extra pass. The Pacers are swinging that ball around. Haliburton ends up with a wide open three and he can't knock it down. Now all of a sudden the Pacers can't knock down the open looks they're generating. Here comes Casey Wallace bringing it down. Ooh, between the legs. Come to his right of a Hartenstein screen. High off glass. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. And a foul on the floor by Haliburton. Fouling Hartenstein, trying to keep him off the glass. Still 13-5. Not a whole lot of scoring going on in the last couple of possessions, but the play has been very well. J-Dub driving it in on Siakam, stops, turns, flips up at the basket. They're leaning into the defenders, and the Pacers continue to pull the chair on them as the Thunder players, offensive players, are just falling all over themselves right now. They swing it over to Siakam. He's been feeling it all night. Airballs that one way off. Turner wasn't even prepared for the offensive rebound. K. Hazy, what's up, K. Hazy? They swing it over to J-Dub, catches, pump fakes, driving to his left, stopping, stepping back, over the top to Hartenstein. Hartenstein hits Wallace, cutting back door, under the basket. He's got to pull it all the way back out. Kicks it over to J-Dub. He's going to fire a left wing three, where he previously hit one before. Can't get that one to go. Siakam with the rebound. He's bringing it down on the left wing. SGA is going to pick him up, so he's going to put him right in the post, backing him down. Backing him down, stops, turns, spins along the baseline, flips it up at the basket, can't get it to go, and then Miles Turner attacking the offensive glass gets fouled by Joe, sending him to the foul line for 2 free throws. Casey said this might be a good match for Hartenstein since he saw the Pacers so much last year. He did get cooked in the playoff matchup, though. Last couple of games, that could have been a fatigue thing, that could have been whatever, but he is still kind of getting cooked here. Pacers are killing him with the offensive rebounding already killing him with offensive rebound. Turner does miss a free throw. Bernard Johnson, what's up, Bernard Johnson? Obi Toppin checking in for Siakam. Siakam got off to a great start, knocking down 3 threes to start the game. Bernard said, how you doing? Just stopping by. I'm doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good. Still in a very festive mood. Still feeling very good after the Spurs win. Feeling great. Feeling energized. Turner missed the first free throw. Does knock down the second one. SGA bringing it down against Nembhard. Swings it over to Isaiah Joe, coming off the screen, wide open for a three. Comes up well short. Hartenstein secures the long rebound. They swing it out to J-Dub. J-Dub in the right corner, back up top to Joe. Over the top to Hartenstein. Hartenstein hands it off to Joe, coming to his left, stopping, stepping back, left wing three, in rhythm. Can't get it to go. Still fight for the rebound. Hartenstein kept it alive, but Nembhard has it. Nembhard bringing it down. Has it up top. They throw it over the top to top in. Ooh, and he gets it to go over Isaiah Joe, and the Pacers are hooping on the Thunder to start the game. They look great. They look great right now. SGA on the left wing is going to go one-on-one against Haliburton. They show 2 defenders. Cross-court pass, no, inside pass to Hartenstein, who knocks down a little floater. Hartenstein does not miss those. And pushing the other way already, Turner crosses over, leans into Hartenstein, can't get it to go, draws the foul. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 more free throws. Obi Toppin previously pinning Isaiah Joe under the basket. Love to see it. Love to see it. Turner now at the foul line for 2 free throws. Knocks down the first one. Bernard said that was a great win for our Knicks. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. I'm still reeling off of it. I'm still watching the highlights of that game. Incredible game. I loved it. I loved it. Jalen Williams is subbed in for Hartenstein off the bench as Turner misses another free throw. Splits them again. SGA bringing it down against Mathurin, driving to his right, stops, turns, spins, coming to his left, and they call a foul on Mathurin. A little over 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. We're past the halfway point. TJ McConnell. Nick Killer, TJ McConnell is going to check into the game here. And so is Ben Shepherd. OKC's got to get it in. They get it into Isaiah Joe. Gets it over to Jalen Williams. Up top, they leave him open. He's going to fire three. Comes up well short. McConnell with the rebound, and he's bringing it down. McConnell, I know that was Haliburton, swings it over to McConnell, over to Toppin, back to Haliburton, back up top to Toppin, pass fake, back to Haliburton, jab step, back up top to Toppin. Toppin picks his dribble up inside the Turner. Fake the handoff, they get it over to Haliburton, pocket pass to Turner, rolling down the rim, Euro steps down the lane, flips it over the basket, banks it in. And the ball movement and player movement from the Pacers there was beautiful, it was crisp, it was gorgeous. Everybody got a touch on it. And now Ben Shepherd's going to guard SGA one-on-one. Driving to his right, stops, turns, pump fake, kicks it out to Wallace, catches, jab step, coming to his left. He's got space, puts up the floater, comes up short. McConnell missed the rebound, but Turner able to grab it. Here comes McConnell. Quick hit ahead to Haliburton. Haliburton bringing it down. In and out dribble, blows past the defense, kicks it out top and right corner three. Oh my goodness, the Pacers taking it right to the Thunder here tonight. My goodness, 22-7 to start the game. One of the best teams in the league getting taken alive by the Pacers right now. And we mentioned going into the game, Pacers are on a little bit of a hot streak. Seem to have found a little bit of an identity again. Seem to have found the joy of playing with each other, the same joy that we saw that they had last season. They look great out there right now, moving the ball around. Everybody's getting a touch. They're generating good open looks. Everybody's moving off of the ball. The ball is whizzing around very quickly. Everyone looks good right now. Everyone looks good right now. And then they're not even knocking down all the shots, all the open shots that they're generating. They're not even doing that right now. And then you go to the Thunder side, and everything is ISO, stilted, no pass possessions. They're going to get it over to SGA. He's going to go one-on-one and try to bully his way to the basket, and it hasn't really worked all that effective tonight. They get it to J-Dub. He's going to drive it into a defender, put his head down, try to be a bowling ball going to the basket. It's not been effective. Hasn't gone the way that I think the Pacers thought that this game was going to go, where they were like, hey, this is not a good defensive team. We're going to bully our way offensively. And it hasn't happened. And the Pacers have picked them apart. Absolutely picked them apart tonight. Pacers on a 5-game winning streak, rollicking their way through the West Coast, coming back home to face this Thunder team, but still taking it to them. Still taking it to them. As a matter of fact, I'm now interested in what, not only they're about a 500 team now, fought their way back to 500. But what are the standings looking like? Where are they standing? Top 6 now? About top 6? Pacers, yep, 8. Right there with the Hawks. Right there with the Hawks. They've managed to get out of this miasma. Bulls, Pistons, 76ers. They've managed to get out of that. They're now in this miasma. They're right behind the Bucks, right behind the Heat, right behind the Hawks. I mean, tied with the Hawks at 500. And they've won 5 games in a row. Impressive stuff from the Pacers. Here we go. Back into it. Approaching the end of the quarter. Dort is back in the game. Dort, what happened? He went down in pain. Now they get it over to Kenrich Williams. High post, right wing, backing down Shepherd. Gets it up top to SGA. Coming to his left off the Kenrich Williams screen. Crosses over to his right, leans in. Step back, fall away baseline jumper. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Long rebound finds its way out to Joe. They swing it back to Joe. Up top, still can't get it to go. And Toppin does a good job of tipping the rebound out to his teammates. Haliburton in transition gets it over to Turner. Turner in the high post gets it out to Toppin. Toppin driving to his right. Stops, pump fakes, almost loses his balance. Oh no, he comes up limping. He did lose his balance. It looked like he rolled an ankle. And he is in a ton of pain. And they get it out to McConnell and they're going to call a timeout. So a couple of not great injuries to start the game. Fortunately for Lou Dort, it didn't seem all that serious. Came back into the game even in the same quarter that he went out, and he went out earlier in the game. You can see the replay here. And it didn't even look like he rolled the ankle, but he definitely hurt it. Yeah, that seems like it could be a little bit more serious than a rolled ankle. Because he doesn't roll it in the traditional sense. Ooh, it looked like it rolls the other way real quick. That is, oof. So we're going to get yet another injury timeout. And he's going to get helped back to the locker room. Fortunately, it seems like he's all right. Mostly walking off his own with his own power. McConnell has it up top. Bag into it. Stops in the short mid-range. Pull-up jumper, can't get it to go. And here comes Lou Dort pushing the other way. Dort gets it over to Jalen Williams. Hands it off to Joe. Coming to his right. Pass fake. Picks his dribble up. Hands it off to Kenrich Williams. Kenrich Williams driving to his left on Haliburton. Gets to a lefty layup. Gets it to go over him. And they swing it over to Jarace Walker, the second-year player. Over the top pass to McConnell. Jab step driving to his left along the baseline. Leaves it off for Turner. A little mid-range jumper out of the left wing. Gets it to go. The Pacers continue to roll. A little bit of a setback with Toppin going down, but they continue to roll here. They're deep. They put Jarace Walker back in. They're not going to miss too much of a step with Toppin out. SGA leans in. Little pull-up jumper. Gets it to go. Over Shepherd. Here comes Haliburton pushing the other way. Pacers with a 13-point lead, 24-11, 2:30 to go. McConnell, right corner, coming to his left off the Turner screen, stopping, mid-range pull-up jumper, gets it to go. McConnell, a Nick killer. Okay, so what happened to Toppin? What I missed? Toppin went out with an ankle injury. He just kind of tried to stop, and the ankle just buckled. But it didn't look like a traditional sprained ankle, as Jalen Williams knocks down a three here. So I don't know how serious it is, but he had to be helped off back to the locker room. Turner has it up top, hands it off to Haliburton. Cross-court pass, Shepherd, left corner three, no hesitation, and airballs it. Maybe he should have hesitated a little bit. And here comes SGA. SGA has it up top, being guarded by McConnell. Coming to his right off the screen. He's got space, Euro stepping down the lane, and they just hack him and foul him. Jarace Walker is going to send SGA to the foul line for 2 free throws. So SGA is going to take his 2 free throws here. But overall, the Thunder, 14 points with 1:45 to go. Here in the first quarter, SGA does knock down his first free throw. Almost a 90% free throw shooter. So you expect these to go down. Mathurin's checking in for Turner here for the final 2 minutes. Haliburton also checking out. SGA goes 2 for 2, because of course he does. And here comes McConnell bringing it down. They get it over to Shepherd. Shepherd over to Mathurin in the right corner. Back up top to McConnell. They swing it over to Walker. Walker gets it back to McConnell. Inside pass to Mathurin. Mathurin pulling it back out. A little fall away mid-range jumper. Well short. Fight for the rebound. Kenrich Williams has it, and he's bringing it down. Kenrich Williams on the right wing. Quick crossover to his right. Good defense from Ben Shepherd to stay in front, forcing him to kick it back out to SGA. SGA on the right wing. Shepherd guarding him. Crossing it over, kicks it out. Jalen Williams going to fire his 3rd three of the game. Comes up short on it. Kenrich Williams with the offensive rebound, though. Catches, pump fake, goes up, gets blocked. And now Siakam has it, and they call a foul on Jalen Williams. And they're in the bonus. It's going to send Siakam to the foul line for 2 free throws. A bad foul, 94 feet away from the basket. What are you reaching in for? You think you're going to get that steal on Siakam there? Siakam, what, a 3-time All-Star? You think you're just going to steal the ball away from him in the backcourt, Jalen Williams? Terrible foul. Terrible foul. A little bit of a frustration foul. Kay Hazy said that Bucks game took the Thunder's power. Maybe they are looking weakened here at Indiana. Indiana, I mean, you just got to tip your cap to them. They're playing excellent basketball right now. Siakam knocks down his first free throw. He's got one more coming. Siakam misses the second one, though. Can't be missing free throws. Indiana's missed a bunch of them already. SGA up top. Pull up 3 off the screen. Too long, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound, knocking it around. They kick it back out. SGA inside pass to Jalen Williams. They kick it out. The rookie puts up the 3, gets it to go. AJ Mitchell for 3. Coming in, it can maybe be a spark plug for his team. Knocking the lead back down to 8 as McConnell's going to drive it in on him. Kicks it out to Ben Shepherd. Gets it over to Mathurin. Mathurin swings it over to Siakam. Siakam, quick crossover. Coming to his left, gets it over to Shepherd. Back up top to Mathurin. The ball movement is crisp here from the Pacers. They can't get it inside the arc as Jarace Walker is going to settle for a 3. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Siakam saves it over to Mathurin. He kicks it out with a no-look pass. They swing it around. Walker has it. Pass fake. Driving it down. Blows past the defense and explodes to the basket for a 2-handed jam. Oh, my goodness. The Pacers. I like what I'm seeing from them. I'm impressed. Color me impressed. SGA up top, crosses over to his right, gets to the mid-range pull-up jumper, and misses that one too. It's been an off quarter for SGA here. They got some time. No, they don't. McConnell can't get the 3-point heave, the half-court heave off in time, and that's going to take us to the second quarter. And again, we mentioned this to start the game. The Pacers just playing with a lot more energy, a lot more physicality, and a lot more effort. Now I get it. Thunder, road trip, West Coast to East Coast, it's difficult, all that, yada, yada, yada. You're one of the best teams in the league. You're getting embarrassed right now. You're getting embarrassed right now. Now it's only 12. It's only 12. Obviously not insurmountable. Whole lot of nothing. I like to call first quarter as a feel-out quarter. For reasons just like this. Actually, they got 1 point too many. Oh, I give the 1 point to the wrong side. So it's only a 10-point game, not a 12-point game. Even better for the Thunder. Even better. But the Thunder's last couple of wins, right? The Warriors, Sacramento, Phoenix, New Orleans, Philly. They went undefeated on their little 3-game West Coast trip. Now back home playing the Thunder. But they've been rocking and rolling. Seems like Haliburton has found himself a little bit as well. If we go around the league a little bit, Magic beating the Heat, man. Magic are beating the Heat. Did you guys see the Jimmy Butler trade news? Jimmy Butler would very much like to be traded before the deadline. And the Heat fired back with, yeah, we're not going to trade him. So the starters getting their butts kicked, and the bench kind of bringing them back in a little bit. Shout out Alec Burks getting minutes. Big money AB. That's big money AB right there. But overall, with their guys still out, they're still finding ways to win. Jalen Suggs is going off 4 for 6 from the field, 2 for 2 from 3, and knocking down his free throws. Jeez Louise. K. Hazy said, I will stay in Miami, JB. All right, looks like we're checking back into the game. We'll go around the league. We'll go around the league more at halftime. And then, of course, we'll go through the box scores. Obi Toppin, questionable to return, but he's back out on the bench. Similarly to Lou Dort, who's back out now after getting Looked like it was going to be a horrific injury. He was holding his hamstring or his thighs, his quad. Something happened. It looked like maybe he popped the muscle, pulled the muscle. But he's back out there, so he seems fine. Meanwhile, to start the second quarter, Matherman comes out and knocks down a right corner three. Just like that, pushing the lead back up to 13. Aaron Wiggins is in the game for the Thunder. So is the rookie A.J. Mitchell. They get it over to J-Dub, mid-range pull-up jumper, comes up well short. Jarace Walker with the rebound, and here comes Ben Shepherd. Shepherd bringing it down, up top to Walker, throws it over the top to Siakam, catches, pump fake, goes up, gets blocked by Harnstein coming from behind, and here comes J-Dub in transition. Euro steps down the lane, kicks it out to a wide-open case on a Lou Dort in the right wing, and he knocks down the three. And they bringing it down, they push it, back up top to McConnell, over to Siakam. Gets it over to Mathurin. Mathurin coming to his left off the Siakam screen. Over to McConnell. They swing it over to Jarace Walker. Catches, pump fakes over the top to Mathurin. Rushes the pass. Turns it into an alley-oop when he could have just caught it and laid it up and in. And then here comes the other way. Shepherd Aaron Wiggins can't get the Euro lay to go. Good effort from Mathurin to contest it. And then here comes McConnell pushing the other way. Quick crossover, spins to his left, coming down the lane, flips it up at the basket. Can't get it to go off the back rim. Lou Dort with the rebound. The defense is picking up for the Thunder here. And here comes Lou Dort, stopping and popping straightaway three. Too short, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Harnstein kept it alive, but it's going to be out of bounds off the Thunder, going back to the Pacers. And the Pacers would be beneficial to find a good point to bring Haliburton back in as their offense is sputtering a little bit as the Thunder have gone to a 2-3 zone. They get it over to Siakam on the right wing. Siakam hands it off to McConnell. McConnell gets it over to Walker, catches, pass fake, swing through to his right, fakes the handoff, little fall away long two, terrible shot. Almost no passing and ball movement from the Pacers there, and the Thunder seem to have stifled that ball movement and player movement that killed them in the first quarter. 10-point game, Aaron Wiggins behind the back, coming to his right, stops, pump fake, leans in, cross-court pass. Lou Dort catches, pump fake, driving along the baseline, kicks it out to Wiggins, extra pass out to Mitchell. Mitchell blown past the defense, driving to the basket, and gets a righty layup to go. As Miles Turner, one of their only shot blockers on the team, is out of the game. Jarace Walker, not a deterrent down there. And the Pacers back to slowing the game down, not looking at the basket from three. McConnell in the left corner, crosses over to his right, coming down the middle of the lane. Little fall-away jumper in the paint over Harnstein, gets it to go. TJ McConnell can get to that shot whenever he wants. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. It's one of the most unguardable moves and shots in the NBA. J-Dub has it up top. Swings it over to Wiggins, catches, pump fake, jab step. Now driving to his right on Siakam, blows right past him and gets a righty layup to go. Oh, my goodness. The speed and quickness off of that move, the explosion from Aaron Wiggins there. Up top to McConnell, inside to Siakam, in the paint, puts up a little push shot, can't get it to go. A.J. Mitchell with the rebound, he's bringing it down. He's turning on the Jets. Now he's going to pull it back out over to Harnstein. Harnstein up top. Hands it off to J-Dub. J-Dub being guarded by Siakam. Stepping back for three against Siakam. He's got space, and he knocks down the three. And a quick timeout from Indiana. And Coach Carlisle wants to talk a couple of things over. Here's the thing. Like, I don't think you should be having both Haliburton and Siakam consistently out of the game together. I know technically, or Turner, not Siakam, excuse me. Haliburton and Turner off the court together, especially considering that you don't have a real shot blocker behind Turner right now. I mean, you have Isaiah Jackson. I don't know if Isaiah Jackson's out with injury, but he's pretty much the only other shot blocker you have on the roster. And if he's not either, one, a part of the rotation, or two, healthy, I should look at the injury report. Actually, we can do that right now. Because the Thunder just, part of the reason why they couldn't get anything going to the basket is they constantly had to kick it out because Turner was down there, deterring everything. Whoops. We got to do this first. Now we can do this. And the Magic are taking it right to the Heat. Hilarious. We can look at the injury reports, right? Can't we just click on the box score, come down here and look at the injury reports? Nope. Would you tell me if it was up here? Probably not. Maybe over here in the Gamecast. Here we go. Injury report. We know who's out for the Thunder, and Isaiah Jackson is out. Out for the season. Oh, I didn't realize. I didn't realize Isaiah Jackson was out for the season, yo. Aaron Nesmith is also out. Obviously, we haven't seen him here tonight. We wanted to go around the league a little bit more. 3 games of tipped. Obviously, the one we're watching here tonight, Heat Magic, 38-24. The Magic are kind of taking to him, which is crazy considering we play the Magic coming up. But I'm not too worried about that game. Not only we got Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby playing the way that they're playing. And then we got Hornets Wizards, battle of the bottom here. Battle of the bottom tonight. And the Wizards are kind of taking it to them. The Hornets are just vying for worst team in the league, which is hilarious. Because they shouldn't be that. They got too many talented players. All right, here we go. Let's get back into it. It's down to a 5-point game, y'all. Down to a 5-point game. Okay, Hayes said the good news is the Celtics lost last night. Absolutely. We're only 2 games behind them. Only 2 games behind the Celtics. They better watch out. McConnell bringing it down. Has it up top, being guarded by Mitchell. McConnell gets it over to Shepard. The Thunder's still in that zone. Giving the Pacers a ton of trouble. Matherin out of the right corner for 3. Splashes yet another one. Those quick corner threes will be available if you can move the ball fast enough. Mitchell has it up top, being guarded by McConnell. Gets it over to J-Dub. J-Dub being guarded by Shepard. Coming to his right. McConnell switches onto him. Now, Thomas Bryant switches in. He's back into the game. They need some sort of presence inside. They swing it around. Aaron Wiggins out of the corner. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Lou Dort able to save it. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Mitchell up top. Dancing with it. Coming to his right. Off the Hartenstein screen. Picks his dribble up. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Driving to his right. Euro steps down the lane. Leaves it off of Hartenstein. Little flip shot. Comes up short. No. Hit the front of the rim. Bounced straight up. And then ended up falling through to the basket. McConnell has it on the right wing. Gets it over to Matherin up top. Swings it over to Shepard. Shepard inside the Siakam. Kicks it out to Matherin. Extra pass. McConnell wide open. Stands still. Right corner 3. No one around him, and he rattles in the 3. McConnell making him pay. And the threes are flowing right now for the Pacers. J-Dub driving to his right. Usually, 3-point shots are susceptible against zones, especially for a team that isn't necessarily known for playing them. Siakam able to rip down a rebound off of J-Dub, missed 3. McConnell pushing the other way. Picks his dribble up, kicks it out to Matherin. Matherin on the right wing being guarded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein gives him space, and Matherin in and out. Can't get the shot to go. And then a foul on the Pacers trying to blocks out Thomas Bryant. Interesting that Rick Carlisle's adjustment to this was like, hey, we got no interior presence. Instead of Jarace Walker, I'm going to go to Thomas Bryant. And he's kind of rewarding him right now. Fighting on the glass. Here, drawing a foul, fighting for the rebound, for the offensive rebound. And Matherin's going to inbound it into McConnell in the right corner. Thomas Bryant has it up top, catches, fires. He's confident from 3, misses that one. And here comes J-Dub. Probably not something that the Thunder are all that worried about. And then on the other end, J-Dub tries the Euro step layup down the lane, and Matherin comes flying in with a chase down block, home run pass over the top to Ben Shepard for an easy layup. J-Dub bringing it down. Cross-court pass. Aaron Wiggins going to settle for the right corner 3. Well contested from Siakam. Siakam with the rebound off the miss, and now he's bringing it down. The Pacers are rollicking once again, back up to an 11-point lead. Matherin fakes the handoff, now gets it up top to Shepard. They swing it over to McConnell. And then they call an offensive foul, I believe. Or a defensive foul. Looks like the ball's going to stay here. And Haliburton's going to check in for McConnell. Nembhard is also going to check in here. Nembhard checking in for Shepard. Matherin has it up top, driving to his left. Hop step down the lane, puts up a floater, gets it to go. Matherin starting to heat up here. And a timeout by the Thunder. Uh-oh. Everything's starting to click for the Pacers right now. 44-31. I gave 2 points to the wrong side. 44-31. I did that yet again. 13-point lead for the Pacers. Building on their excellent first quarter play. Now, it got stifled a little bit when they initially went to the zone, but it seems like they were able to figure it out. Good execution, not good execution, but good substitution and good game planning and good adjusting from head coach Rick Carlisle by by looking at his decision of putting Jarace Walker in for an injured Obi Toppin and going, oh, that didn't work. Let me pivot. Let me go to Thomas Bryant, and that did work. Thomas Bryant, a natural big, whereas Jarace Walker, more comfortable playing as a wing. And Thomas Bryant operating in the middle of the lane and also setting off ball screens against the zone. A lot more comfortable, a lot more used to doing that versus Jarace Walker, who's kind of floating out on the perimeter, looking to get the ball and play more of a guard wing position where it's like, no, we need you to be a power forward center here, Jarace. So that substitution, very beneficial for the Pacers here. As a matter of fact, we can go through the standings real quick to see how everything sort of played out last night, Christmas Day, the Christmas slate. So now that everything is fully updated, the Knicks are 2 games back of the Celtics. They are 6 total games behind of the Cavs. Cavs still have an easy schedule coming up. They are winners of their last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. But look at the competition. Washington, Brooklyn, Utah, Philly when they weren't playing well, and Milwaukee after the NBA Cup game where they just look super sluggish and no Middleton. Or no Dame, excuse me. But I am interested in what their future schedule is going to look like. We're going to have to wait on it. Let's get back to the game. SGA comes back in. Obi Toppin is back in. Some of these guys going down with injuries like Lou Dort and Obi Toppin in this game. And from what it looks like, it's like, oh man, these guys, what a terrible injury. It looks like they're going to be out for a while. And then they're coming right back into the same quarter that they get injured in. Here we go. Past the halfway point here in the second quarter, SGA up top. Being guarded by Matherin on a switch. Steps back, puts up a step back 3. Knocks it down. Pushing it right back to a 10-point game. Toppin on the left wing, being guarded by, who is that young man? They swing it around, Matherin on the right wing. Gets it over to Toppin, hands it off to Haliburton, inside pass to Bryant. Bryant being guarded by Kenrich Williams. He's backing him down, stops, turns, kicks it over to Nembhard. He lost the ball, picks it back up, shot clock winding down. Foul line pull-up jumper, can't get it to go. Why'd you pass that ball, Thomas Bryant? Flip up a little righty hook shot. Terrible pass from Thomas Bryant. A.J. Mitchell, up top to SGA, coming to it right off a Kenrich Williams screen. Hesitation move, blows past the defense and gets a little layup to go. Beautiful hesitation move from SGA to create a wide open look for himself. Cutting it back to single digits. Toppin has it up top, being guarded by SGA. Picks his dribble up, gets it over to Haliburton. Haliburton driving to his right, blowing past the defense, puts up a floater, leaning in, looking for a foul call, can't get it to go. Terrible shot from Haliburton. Looking to get bailed out from the refs. Just go up strong, big dog. Now SGA has it in the post. Right wing, backing down Nembhard. He's got the size advantage. They bring a double team. They kick it out to Kenrich Williams. They swing it around to Mitchell. Kicks it in the corner. Case and Wallace catches, pump fakes, driving past Thomas Bryant, leaves it off. And the Thunder get fouled going to the foul line for 2 free throws. The other rookie, Dylan Jones, is the young man going to the foul line for 2 free throws. 4:30 to go here in the second quarter. It's down to an 8-point game with Dillon Jones at the foul line. Makes the first free throw. Looked like he was going to miss it badly, but knocked it down. Miles Turner finally subs back into the game. Patrick, what's up, Patrick? What would be your dream addition to the team at the trade deadline? As Dillon Jones misses 2 free throws? Let me think about that, Patrick. Interesting. Dream addition. I mean Herb Jones, but I don't think that's feasible. Trey Murphy III as a second option, but I don't think that's feasible. Mathurin dancing with it up top, crossing down the lane. High scoop layup off the top of the backboard. Gets it to go down. My goodness. The extension, the reach. The little English put on the ball. Got it to go. And then SGA just slicing up the defense, blowing past top and end Turner. And knocks down the little floater and the foul. Dream addition to the team at trade deadline. Yeah, it would be like Herb Jones or Trey Murphy III, but that's not feasible. That's not going to happen. I think there's like a 0.1% chance of that happening. SGA does knock down his free throw. Of course he does. Let me think about it a little bit more. Let me give you a better answer. One that I think is actually possible. Tony 21Z mode. What's up, Tony? Do you think the Thunder coming back? Yeah, they one of the best teams in the league. I would expect them to make a comeback at some point. I mean, they kind of already have. It's down to a 6-point game. Mathurin in the middle of the lane puts up a jumper, comes up short. But yeah, it's only a 6-point game. The Thunder have the best player on the court. They will eventually take the lead at some point. And Miles Turner, nice block on Dillon Jones. Here comes Nembhard pushing the other way. Nembhard on the right wing, coming to his left. Coming off a Turner screen, picks his dribble up, throws it over the top to Turner, catches, gets stripped from behind by A.J. Mitchell. Here comes Kenrich Williams pushing, gets it over to SGA, bounce pass back to Kenrich Williams, who lays it up and in nice and easy. And a timeout from the Pacers as the lead is trickled down to 4 with 3:20 to go here in the second quarter. But outside of Herb Jones, Patrick, outside of Trey Murphy III, who I don't think are realistic options for the Knicks, dream addition to this Knicks team, I mean, Dante DiVincenzo, which again is not possible. I mean, that one's not possible by the CBA, so it's not going to happen. Dream additions to this Knicks team. Well, if we think about what they need a large wing, which is why those first 2 guys that I named come to mind immediately, right? They need another wing. As far as wings that would be available, I don't know. Just thinking about it, if we go across the league, who would be available? Who are sellers at this point? Who's an upgrade to Landry Shamet who's coming back, right? Maybe you can hit up the Bulls. Who do the Bulls even have that you would want to trade for, though? If I look at the Bulls roster real quick, I'm just going around the league and looking who could possibly be sellers. Yeah, the Bulls don't really have anybody the Knicks would be interested in. Hawks, I don't think are going to be sellers. Pacers aren't going to be sellers. The Pistons, maybe Simone Fontecchio. Maybe Simone Fontecchio. Maybe. Hard to say. Coming out of the timeout, Pacers draw a foul, and they want it to be in the act of shooting. They're not going to give it to him. Now they are going to give it to him. Nembhard at the foul line for 2 free throws. Okay, he said Thunder coming back. Yeah, just as you said it, Tony. Here comes the Thunder. Nembhard does knock down his first free throw. Got one more coming. Harnstein checking in here for the final 3 minutes for Kenrich Williams. And now Lou Dort coming in for the rookie Dillon Jones. Nemhard goes 2 for 2 at the foul line. And here comes Cason Wallace bringing it down. Wallace being guarded by Haliburton. Nobody comes over to help. Wallace leaves it off for Harnstein, who misses the floater, but he does get the foul call. So he's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws here. Six-point game. Harnstein at the foul line for 2 free throws. Harnstein misses a free throw. The Harnstein hate watch is in full effect. I love seeing him come up short. This is the free throw. He's got one more coming. Harnstein does knock down the second free throw, though. Unfortunately. AP, what's up, AP? 76ers fans say their season is officially turned around. I mean, they did beat the Celtics in pretty impressive fashion. They did do that. Maybe it has, maybe it hasn't. Time will tell. But, you know, overall, you still can't trust the fact that Embiid's going to be healthy for 4 playoff series. You can't trust the fact that Paul George will be healthy for 4 playoff series. We'll just have to see how it plays out. But they have been playing better as of recently. Speaking of playing better, Nemhard knocks down a left wing 3. Putting them back up by 8. SGA on the right wing being guarded by Toppin. He's going to look to exploit, driving to his right, leans in, step back, fall away baseline jumper, knocks it down. Go-to shot for him. Nemhard, quick crossover to his right on J-Dub, blows past the defense, flips it up at the basket, gets it to go. Beautiful, tough move from Nemhard. No fear. J-Dub pushing the other way, leans in, goes up, misses the layup, Toppin with the rebound, he's pushing the other way. Quick hit ahead to Haliburton. Haliburton has yet to score here tonight. Haliburton with the pass fake, gets it over to Mathurin. Mathurin driving to his right, blown past the defense, flips it up at the basket, can't get it to go. And they call a blocking foul. So Mathurin's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. And slowly but surely, the Pacers took a nice punch back again from the Thunder, and they have the ability to push the lead back up to double digits here. Casey said if Embiid keeps tripping out on the refs, it's going to be a rocky road. Yeah, I mean, how many times did Embiid get hit, get hurt, hold his face, and, you know, you're just like, oh, here he goes. It's not going to end well. You just can't trust the guy to stay healthy. He just doesn't take care of himself. Mathurin splits the free throws, making the first, missing the second. Here comes SGA bringing it down against Nemhard. Coming to his left. Kicks it over to J-Dub, driving it down the lane, gets blocked by Turner at the basket. J-Dub keeps challenging Turner, and he keeps coming up short. Siakam kicks it out to Turner. Turner over to Nemhard. Nemhard dancing with it up top. Now they feed Siakam in the high post on the right wing. Being guarded by Cason Wallace. He obviously has the size advantage. He's going to back him down. Leans in. Leaves it off. Mathurin. Short in the paint shot. Misses it. You got to knock those down, Mathurin. Here comes SGA bringing it down. Coming to his left off a high Harnstein screen. Blowing past the defense. Loses the ball. Picks it back up. Goes up and lays it up and in. Nemhard bringing it down. Gets it over to Haliburton. Haliburton driving to his right. Stopping. Swings it over to Mathurin. Mathurin. Over to Siakam, over to Nemhard. Nemhard driving to his right, off the Siakam screen. Stops, turns, kicks it out. Siakam wide open, left wing 3. Knocks it down. Woof. Nobody even there. Nobody even there. And the lead's back up to 10 just like that. And here comes SGA pushing the other way. Pass fake goes up, gets the lefty layup to go. Over Siakam. Beautiful finish from SGA. AP said 76ers fans... they always seem to talk about the Knicks on their podcast. Hey, man, we're just over here doing our thing. Not our fault they're all the way down there. Nemhard has it up top. Coming to his right off a couple of screens. Blown past the defense. Stops. Pump fake. Leans in. One-legged fall-away jumper. Splashes it over Lou Dort. Ooh, tough move from Nemhard. He's made a couple of tough shots, especially here in the second quarter. Keep his team ahead by double digits. SGA blows past the defense again against a lefty layup. Terrible defense from the Pacers there. That's the kind of defense to expect from the Pacers. Tony said Pacers not going to let them come back. Damn. They did. I mean, it was at one point a 4-point game. Nembhard dancing with it up top, stepping back, fall away mid-range jumper. He's feeling it. Oh, boy, is he feeling it. Knocking down the step back mid-range fall away jumper over SGA. And then J-Dub driving it down, gets a little scoop layup to go with the buzzer. As Miles Turner just kind of stopped playing. Miles Turner, buddy, game not over yet. What'd you stop playing for? So our halftime score is going to be 61-53, an 8-point ball game right now. Going in at halftime. But we got a couple of things we can go through here at halftime. So first of all, let's go around the league a little bit. Let's also go through the box score of this game. Magic up by 9 against the Heat. And the Wizards up by 20 against the Hornets. The Hornets are just... Is LaMelo Ball playing? Like, what is going on here? What is going on? AP said, I can never root for the Pacers. It's so funny because I did make mention earlier, AP, that tonight is weird because obviously I don't like the Pacers. But if you know me and you've heard the way I've talked about Hartenstein before, like I'm a full proponent of the Hartenstein hate watch. So I'm kind of happy either way. But I guess it would be better if the Pacers lose. Right? It would be better if the Pacers lose, I guess. But I do want to see Hartenstein not play well. And for the most part, he's been fine. He's been fine. Don't get me wrong. But he did miss free throw, a couple of layups. That made me feel good. AP said, any games with Nick implications tonight? Not really. You have the Magic playing, and considering that they're like below the Knicks in the standings, not too far away from them. I mean, the Magic are as close to the Knicks as the Knicks are to the Celtics, which is why I'm like, I'm not really threatened by the Magic at all, especially with their players still out with injury. But the Magic are pretty much the only team to watch tonight in terms of Knick implications, but I just don't think this game is going to be very good, especially with Paolo and Franz still out. But them having a 9-point lead on Miami is pretty embarrassing for Miami, although Miami has a bunch of guys out too, right? If we look at the box score, no Jimmy Butler. Maybe for obvious reasons, since that report came out earlier today, but Kel'el Ware is playing, though. I think a lot of people have been calling for Kel'el Ware to get some minutes. No Kevin Love. Interesting. But Jalen Suggs has been going off on them. 18 first half points for him. Rebound and assist, a steal. He's doing his thing. 7 for 13, 2 for 6 from 3. He did hit his first two threes of the game, so now he's over 4 since then. But Tristan Da Silva, the rookie, helping him out. He's up to 12. No Mo Wagner makes it like, okay, who's going to step up? Cole Anthony's giving them a whole lot of nothing. I don't know. The Magic did beat them in the first 2 meetings. So I guess the Heat are kind of due to beat them, but they're down 9 at halftime. AP said Karl Anthony Towns cancels out iHeart. Yeah, it does, because I'm happier that we were able to move on from Randall to get Karl Anthony Towns. Right? Maybe if we keep iHeart, that Karl Anthony Towns deal never gets done, and they just run it back, which would have ultimately been a little disappointing, given what we're seeing now from the team. But I still don't like the fact that he left the team. Still don't like the fact that he left the team. AP said LaMelo Ball has done nothing for the Hornets. Nothing. Whole lot of losing is what he's brought to them. Is he even playing tonight? He is playing tonight. 6 for 14. He's jacking up shots. 3 for 8. 15 points, 3 assists, 4 boards. He's a minus 17, y'all. Y'all, how are you a minus 17 when your other starters are just, come on, dude. You can't make this up with LaMelo. Supremely talented. just doesn't understand what it takes to win basketball games, it seems. Truly unfortunate that his talent's going to be wasted. Because he is supremely talented. AP said we got Orlando next. We do have Orlando next. But we played Orlando. We played this version of Orlando. Actually, we haven't played this version of Orlando because this version of Orlando doesn't have Mo Wagner. So I don't particularly expect it to be that close of a game. Although this Magic team, without Mo Wagner, I believe, right? It was no Mo Wagner where the Magic still ended up beating the Celtics. Let's double check that. Let's double check that. Yeah, no Mo Wagner off the bench, and they somehow still beat the Celtics. And it wasn't even a great scoring game. Nobody even scored 20 in the game. Suggs had 16. De Silva had 18. He led them in scoring. The rookie led them in scoring. And they were 13 for 33 from 3. Celtics were 8 for 33. No Tatum, but oof. Oof. Veridify, what's up, Veridify? We'd rather root for the Eastern Conference team. We believe in our team enough that we'll be there in the Eastern Conference Finals. Yeah, but I don't like the Pacers. And like, just because you're from the East doesn't mean anything to me. What do I care about the East-West thing? The only time I would care about that is during the All-Star game, and they took that away. So now there's no reason, no incentive to care about that. Any other games tipping off? We got Raptors, Grizzlies coming off now. Nets, Bucks coming off now. Rockets, Pelicans tipping off now. And then we got the late games. AP said, I heart. Did what he had to do to always take the money because it may never happen again, especially if you're not a superstar player. Yeah, I don't fault him for doing that. Doesn't mean I like it. Like, I could understand the reasoning. Doesn't mean I'm okay with it. You know? I don't care. What does that have to do with me? I didn't get no money from it. I understand why he did it. Why would I care? I want him on my team. He's good. Also, the cost opportunity of creating a living after basketball is a lot higher in New York than it is in OKC. You know? Just saying. Just saying. Like, yeah, you can make the money now and then save it and then live within a certain means and probably have that money last year the rest of your lifetime. But your opportunity of making more money after the NBA is a lot higher as a all-time great Knick, right, who was a part of a championship team than it is if you're part of a championship team in OKC, especially when you're going to be the backup big behind Chet Holmgren. Just saying. Just saying. It's all fine and dandy now that you're starting with Holmgren out with injury. But when you have a game where you play 15 minutes and you're like, I was playing 40 minutes in New York. And, you know, just saying. Just saying. We'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. We can go through the box score, though, too. AB said, is this a Knick crowd tonight, or did you get different people with the out-of-market games? You know, I mean, you can see the numbers. Numbers are always way down for out-of-market games, right? We went from the Christmas Day game where we had like over 300 people in the street to tonight where we have, right now, we got 16. So, you know, I don't do it for the numbers, right? If I did, I wouldn't be doing these games. But I do them because I like doing it and I'm watching basketball anyway, which was why I started doing Knicks games. So I was like, all right, well, just go live. And if people come, people come. Casey said, how do you feel about the All-Star game changes? I don't like it, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, it's very different. I don't even fully understand it. I didn't read about it because ultimately it's a game that doesn't matter. It's simply for entertainment purposes. And the last couple of years, it hasn't been entertaining. And the last, not even couple of years. There's over the past 10 years, there's been a year or two where it's oh, that was an entertaining game or it had entertaining moments and whatnot. But the whole purpose of the All-Star game is for it to be entertaining. And considering it hasn't been entertaining, they had to make a change. This is the change that they ultimately went with. I don't think that it's a good change. I think they're throwing the baby out with the bathwater. I think it's way too excessive of changes here. No one even knows what's going on. Now you're going to have 3-4 teams going at it. It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense. I heard somebody, I wish I can give them credit. I don't remember who it was. They had the perfect solution to this. I got to go full cam for this. They had the perfect solution to make, making the All-Star game competitive again. It's so simple. It's so simple. You simply just make the losers of the team pay $50 million, or not, $50,000. $50 million is crazy. $50,000 to each winning player on the other team. That's all you got to do, right? Don't make it a pot that the NBA is going to put money in the middle. No, make the losing side pay the winning side, because then there's bragging rights, and it's haha, you bought me this watch, or you bought me this, or you whatever. I have your money. That brings out the competitiveness way more, because if you put $50,000, I know we're all going to sit here and be oh, $50,000, no one's going to say no to $50,000. Listen, if I had, a $200 million contract, which majority of the guys playing the All-Star games do, or at least over $100 million contract, $50,000 isn't worth me rolling my ankle and then missing a couple of games during the regular season. I'm going to come out here, I'm going to do my thing, I'm going to get the money anyway, and if not, whatever. But if you made the losers pay the winners, now you're sort of scratching that competitive nature of NBA players, of professional athletes, of but you ain't going to take my money, though. Look, you could win the NBA's money. That's fine. That's free money we're fighting for. So it's no big deal. But you're not about to take my money. You're not about to take food off my table. And if they did that, that would solve everything. It was so ingenious when I heard it. I was that's the solution. That's how simple it is to tap into the competitive nature of these guys. Just I have to reach into my pocket, pull out money, and hand it over to the winners who just beat me in a game? I'm losing twice here. I'm losing twice. Crazy. And you know what they could do, though, too? Is they could have it as fake money, right? And then the losers would have to present the winners with they can make it fake money. They can make it Monopoly money for all I care about. But the visual of you losing a basketball game and having to hand over a handful of money, of stacks of money to the winning side, ooh, boy, that players would be playing like their lives depended on it. They're not going to be embarrassed like that on national TV. Oh, my goodness. AP said, but I do believe Ihart is the second player I've seen leave the Knicks as a free agent that they wanted to keep. Jeremy Lin was the first. True. The Jeremy Lin one was super weird, and it cost his career. And again, I think ultimately Ihart's going to look back at this seminal moment of his life where he decided to leave. And look, maybe he's happy in a smaller city. We've also seen people when Randall and his family moved to Minnesota, his wife put out a little goodbye to New York, but also this kind of statement where it was hey, we were kind of looking to moving out of the city anyway, just because we're not city people. We got 2 kids, 2 young kids. It's real difficult. So I understand that living in a city like that is not for everybody, especially if you don't come from living in a city, which Harnstein has not, like a big city like New York, which Harnstein has not. So it makes sense that he would probably be more comfortable in a city like Oklahoma, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Amy said, I don't know how the NBA would convince them to do that. Yeah, I mean, they wouldn't be able to, which I assume is the reason why it hasn't happened. Because it just seems too obvious. Just seems too obvious. But even if it's not the money coming out of your pocket, though, right? Even if it's not the money coming out of your pocket, if you were just like, listen, you losers, here's the deal. If you lose the All-Star game, the losing team has to make it Monopoly money. The visual alone would make it hilarious. The memes would be flying. The players, they care about being memed on. That's one of the things they care most about. They don't want to be an internet joke. They don't want to be a joke on Twitter. If you just make a monopoly, it doesn't even have to go as far as the whole make it like the losers having to pay the winners. You don't even have to go as far as that. But if you just made some sort of symbolic gesture of embarrassing the losing side, that would be enough to bring out the competitive spirit of the players, right? By the way, we're back into the game. Start of the third quarter. We open it up with Siakam misses in a straightaway three, wide open, off a pick and pop. Can't get it to go. Case and Wallace driving it down, throws a lob to Harnstein, who blows a dunk. We love seeing Harnstein fail. And pushing the other way, Haliburton pass fake, leaves it off to Nembhard, who's going to fire a three. He was hot at the end of the second, misses that one though. Ball knocked out to Matherin, gets it over to Nembhard, crosses over to his right, gets to the basket, and he gets the layup to go. Bird, if I said that's way too much money, say 10K. Nah, it's got to be 50K. They're lucky I didn't say 100K. Now when they have $250 million contracts, my man. SGA knocks down the left wing three here. Bird, if I said iHeart liked the pulse of the city, he's okay? Nah. He's not invited to the once a Nick, always a Nick picnic. He's out. Turner fires a right wing three, can't get it to go. Here we go. We're back into it. 63-56. SGA bringing it down, swings it over. J-Dub catches, pump fakes, hesitates from three. Now he's going to kick it back up to SGA. Now over to J-Dub, crossing over, attacking. Miles Turner just blows past him and gets a righty dunk to go. In case and Wallace gets called for a foul? No, we got a timeout. AV said, we appreciate you doing these extra games. This is a good hangout spot. It's also another reason why I do it. No problem, AP. Appreciate you. I really do. The way I've explained this before, so my apologies if you've heard this a million times, but the way I've always seen the stream and the way I kind of handle the stream is that I treat it as a hangout spot, right? The way I've seen sports as I've gotten older is, maybe it's because, especially after I graduated high school, and it was like, all right, because we used to watch basketball games at night and then go into school the next day, and it was like, we would be talking about the games. And it was like, we get to hang out, talk about sports with my friends, and since graduating, you don't get that on an everyday basis anymore. You don't get, and then Twitter came along, and Twitter kind of had that too, that feel where it was like, cool, we get to hang out on Twitter, talk amongst other people. But now that the social media sites have sort of crashed and burned, they're not even fun to be on anymore. The next logical place to go was streaming spots like YouTube, Twitch, other places, playback TV, other places like that. Sports were always supposed to be a connective thing, a communal thing, where people got together and watched an entertainment product, which, in this case is sports. And, back in the day, before things were broadcasted, it was, you had to go to the arena or the ballpark or the football field, and that's where you would get your sports fix. And in doing so, you would have to be around other people, right? And so you had to interact with people. You had to commune with people. You had to be around other people who like the things you like. And then that got, monetized in a way where it's like way too expensive. And it becomes a huge event thing where like, you can't just be like, what am I gonna do? I got nothing to do. How about we just go over to the ballpark and we'll pay for a baseball ticket and we'll just hop in there. Doesn't happen anymore, right? You have to pay tickets in advance. You have to pick the seating. You have to, you have to find travel there. It's way too much of a hassle. It becomes an all-day thing. And it's way too expensive. Then it became like a bar scene where it's like, well, we can go to the bar and they'll have the game up on the TV and we can hang out, have a drink, watch the game at the bar. And the bar scene kind of died down, right? Consuming alcohol kind of dies down. People don't like to be out so late anymore. And so, and then with the way the TVs have come out now, like it's way more comfortable to be at home with your own TV, with your own comfortable couch, instead of being out at a bar. And so having a space like this where we can kind of come together as fans of a sport, let alone like a fan of a specific team, is exactly what you wanted, which is exactly what sports was originally about. J-Dub on the other end, off the turnover, gets a nice little layup at the basket. And look at that, y'all. Back to a one-point game. I forgot to give J-Dub his dunk earlier. So it's 63-62, 10:30 to go. Dutch B, what's up, Dutch? Nemhard, to pull up mid-range jumper, can't get it to go. Harnstein with the rebound. Here comes SGA. SGA up top. Driving to his left on Nemhard. Kicks it in the corner. Lou Dort's going to fire a three. Over Siakam. In and out. Can't get it to go. Matherin with the rebound. Quick hit ahead pass to Siakam. He's going to Euro step down the lane. Kicks it out to Nemhard. Left corner three comes up short. Matherin the offensive rebound. Up top to Turner. Catches. Pass fake. Pump fake. Puts up the straightaway three off the one dribble. Airballs it. It's going to be that kind of night for Miles Turner, who's been pretty bad all night long. Cason Wallace hands it off to J-Dub. J-Dub driving to his left, stepping back, being guarded by Matherin. Coming to his right off a Harnstein screen. Stopping, leaving it off. Harnstein, little floater. Foul line, gets it to go in the paint. Harnstein does not miss those as the Thunder have their first lead of the quarter, of the game here, I should say. Matherin on the right wing, being guarded by SGA. Gets it over to Siakam. Siakam, a mid-range pull-up jumper over Harnstein. Gets it to go. Thunder finally get another basket here. J-Dub bringing it down. Coming to his left off the Wallace screen. He's going to Euro step down the lane. Puts it up off glass. Can't get it to go. Ball knocked loose. Matherin picks it up. He's off and running. He's going to Euro step down the lane. Go right into Lou Dort and draw the foul. So now Matherin's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. AB said, absolutely right. We used to watch games every other night, 7:30 next morning. Went to school with our black and white newspapers, and all the fans went at it in class. My school days is Knicks versus Chicago. Yeah. I mean, I remember like every day, middle school into high school, we would go and we would literally talk about the game that happened the night before, whether it was the Knicks or if it was the national game. And I just don't think that happens anymore, right? For even high school kids, I don't think they really do that anymore, right? Because I think they're so locked into social media accounts and sort of just kind of watching the highlights. And when you watch the highlights of every game, you have nothing to really talk about because you didn't watch any game. You don't have a strong opinion one way or the other. It's just like, oh yeah, well that team beat that team. Yeah, well what about it? Oh, I didn't watch the game. So I guess I don't really know. But like it was different back in the day because you would just watch whatever game was on. You would watch the Knicks game or you would watch the national broadcast and you would have specific things like, no. Like this guy didn't play well and that guy, it was, he scored a bunch of points, but when you watch the game, like you had things to talk about. And the Thunder, good ball movement, get the ball inside the Harnstein off a little pick and roll, and he gets fouled. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws. Matherin did knock down both of his free throws, by the way. 67-64 with Harnstein at the line for 2 free throw attempts. Harnstein gets the first one to go. Tony over on the Twitch side. Tony said Thunder back. They are back, man. They're right back into it. Fully expected it, and here they are. I would have been more surprised if they kind of weren't able to make a big run. As Harnstein misses a free throw. I love when the people I want to fail end up failing. Siakam, another mid-range jumper over Harnstein, gets to the goal. This is what we saw a lot of in the playoffs. Harnstein just being very ineffective defensively. Not closing out on Siakam there. J-Dub has it up top, gets it over to Lou Dort. Lou Dort on the right wing, driving to his left, putting his head down, fall-away jumper in the paint. Way too long, breaks it off glass, can't get it to go. Harnstein mistimes his jump, and Nembhard has it up top. Crossing over to his left off a Turner screen, stopping, stepping back, pump fake, steps through, leaves it off inside the Turner, goes up, gets fouled, misses a layup, but he did get fouled, so he's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. AB said no such thing as mobile phones when I was in school. We had phones, but they weren't. By the time smartphones came around and were like a legit thing, I was already in high school. So, like, it wasn't like everybody was on social media apps on their phone. Turner misses a free throw. Turner has been straight up bad tonight. Straight up bad. He's been okay defensively in moments, but he's getting picked on right now. He's not doing anything in the second half noteworthy. Missed the first free throw, but he does knock down the second one. At least he got one. Pacers up by 5 again. And here comes SGA up top being guarded by Nembhard. Gets it over to J-Dub. J-Dub driving to his left off the Harnstein screen, kicks it in the corner to Wallace. Wallace driving to his right, stops, kicks it back up top to Harnstein, hands it off to J-Dub, driving to his left. He's got some space, fall-away jumper in the paint, too long, can't get it to go. Siakam with the rebound, and he's pushing the other way. Siakam bringing it down, hands it off to Nembhard, catches, hesitates, driving to his left, back up top to Siakam, driving to his right, gets it over to Haliburton. He's got some space, puts up a floater, gets it to go. And that was the ball movement we saw that killed the Thunder in the first half, making a return there as the Pacers now go by 7. And it looks like the Pacers are in a little bit of a zone. They can't get up top. J-Dub is wide open for a straightaway 3. Comes up short. Haliburton with the rebound. He's bringing it down. Haliburton has it up top. Driving to his right off the Turner screen. Hesitating. Leaves it off. Turner. Little foul line pull-up mid-range jumper. Misses another one. Getting wide open looks for Turner here. And he is not coming through for his team. SGA has it up top. On the left wing. Dancing with it against Mathurin. Now he's going to put him in the post. High post along the left baseline. Backing him down. Spins towards the baseline. Great double team. They kick it out. J-Dub catches. Pump fakes. Hesitates. Driving it down. Gets blocked by Turner at the basket again. J-Dub. Not smart. Maybe just pull up and shoot a floater over him. This has to be like the 3rd time Turner has blocked J-Dub. And about the 5th or 6th time he's affected his shot in the paint. AP said, I haven't heard Tyler Haliburton's name all year. He started off really poorly. J-Dub puts it up, gets blocked by Turner again. Jeez Louise, J-Dub. Mathurin driving it down, charges right into Lou Dort, who draws the charge. My goodness. Turner, for all the slack I was giving him about his offensive game, he is absolutely taking J-Dub out of the game here tonight. Ben Shepherd's going to check in from Mathurin here. Haliburton is sort of returning to form these last couple of games, though, AP. He kind of is, right? Pacers are on a 5-game winning streak. They have some impressive wins. Case and Wallace on the left wing, up top to SGA. They swing it around. Now back up top to SGA, being guarded by Nembhard. Coming to his left off the Harnstein screen. Stops, hesitates, pulling it back out. Now driving to his left on Turner. Kicks it out the last second, and Ben Shepherd with the steal. Great defense from the Pacers there. They kick it over to Ben Shepherd, and it was falling out of bounds. And so it's a turnover. Ball going back to the Thunder. And 2 opportunities there for the Pacers to extend the lead from 7-9 or 7-10 even, have been foiled by silly plays and turnovers. Case and Wallace bringing it down. Let's see if the Thunder can take advantage. J-Dub up top, driving to his right. Stopping, kicking it over to Wallace. Wallace, pass fake. Hits Lou Dort, come back door, goes up, and gets the layup to go over Turner. Good contest, a lot of contact, no foul call, and an excellent finish from Lou Dort. Haliburton on the right wing gets it over to Nembhard. Nembhard up top being guarded by Dort. Driving to right off the Turner screen, hesitating, driving it down, cross-court pass, gets picked off by SGA, bad decision. SGA bringing it down. Good defense from the Thunder, and SGA in transition is going to leave it off for J-Dub. He's going to go up and throws down a dunk contested by Turner, and J-Dub got it to go down anyway. And now it's back to a three-point game. Haliburton bringing it down, driving to his right, back up top to Siakam, catches, pump fake, jab step. Now gets it over to Nembhard, coming to his right, stepping back, fall away, mid-range jumper over Hartenstein, gets it to go. SGA bringing it down. Coming to his left off a couple of screens. Shepard sticking with him. They swing it over to J-Dub. Driving to his right, putting his head down, attacking. Ball knocked loose. Siakam picks it up. Siakam pushing it down. It's a 3-on-3. They swing it over. Ben Shepard, wide open right corner three. Sets his feet and fires, and he knocks down the three. And the Thunder are going to call a timeout. And they didn't update the score on the scoreboard. My scoreboard should be right, so it should be an 8-point game, 69-77. AP said, do you like any other Knick content creators? If so, who do you watch? I keep an eye on what everybody's doing just because I want to make sure I'm not biting off of anybody's style or anything. But I watch mostly everybody. I mean, I watch the big guys, obviously. Obviously, you keep an eye on what Knicks Fan TV is doing. They're the biggest guys. They're big brother. They got it started with everything. So you just keep an eye on what they're doing. You know, obviously, I like what they do. Knicks Film School, I keep an eye on just what they're doing. I think they, you know, for the most part, they do good content. I think sometimes they can get lost in the weeds a little bit with things that I'm like, I don't care about this. But they put out good content. I watch The Streets Are Buzzing. Just kind of keep an eye on what they're doing. Watch, what is it called? Knicks Chat? Knicks Now by Chat Sports. That's what it's called, right? I'll watch Knicks Now. To sort of just differentiate myself from them. I don't want to do exactly what they're doing. Right? We got two different styles in the way we do our commentary. So I just sometimes after games I'll just tune in, see what they did. You know. And sometimes it's nice doing it just to check out like what works, and it's like, oh, maybe I could steal that idea. Maybe I can change it up a little bit. Maybe I can improve on it. But I mean mostly listen to post-game stuff. But this season, not really. Just because I don't feel like there's a whole lot to discuss. Like, the team is good, continually improving, not much to talk about. And then, you know, after games, it's like there's an hour-long post-game show. And I'm like, I don't think there's an hour-long worth of a chat there. You know? But, yeah, I kind of just buzz around. I keep an eye on what everybody's doing. I don't watch full videos. I don't watch full-length content stuff just because I'm super busy doing other things and super busy trying to create my own content. But I keep an eye on it. I listen to a lot of national podcasts. I listen, you know what, funny enough, I listen to probably more content from other fan bases. Like, I listen to Pacers post-game stuff just to kind of know what's going on with the Pacers. I listen to Pistons post-game stuff just to know what's going on with the Pistons. Like, I just kind of keep an eye out in the league. It's kind of been my mentality this season. Here we go. We're back into it. Under 4 minutes to go. SGA has it up top, being guarded by Shepard. Inside pass to Kenrich Williams. Stops, fall-away jumper in the paint, gets it to go. 3GP, what's up, 3GP? McConnell bringing it down. Has it up top, being guarded by Isaiah Joe. Swings it over to Shepard, swings it over to Haliburton. Haliburton up top, being guarded by Dort. Quick crossover to his left. Picks his dribble up. Cross-court pass, wild pass. Shepard able to save it out of the right corner. Back up top to McConnell. McConnell driving to his left on Isaiah Joe. Stopping, popping, but they call it travel on McConnell. AB said, I got you for the in-game. Knicks Real Talk for pregame. Streets are buzzing for post. Knicks Fan TV early morning. Still Knicks fans for the weekend. 2K Knicks. Knicks Chicks on Sunday. Isaiah Joe with the 3. I think when you do Knicks content, it's easy to get burned out from listening to other Knicks content. Because it just kind of feels like we're all, for the most part, saying the same thing. Like, obviously, we have different ways we feel about certain things, but I feel like for the most part, we all realize what's going on with the team and what needs to be fixed, which is part of the reason why I don't really like doing post games. I just feel like I wouldn't have much to say because it's like, yeah, we know what the issue is. Like, I shouldn't have to say the obvious. We know. I'm not gonna disrespect your intelligence by being like, yeah, so the team didn't make threes tonight. You know, like, yes, we have eyes. We all have eyes. We understand. Turner in the like mid post just turns and fires over Kenrich Williams, which is interesting. Got it to go down because something Miles Turner just hasn't done all night. But he did get it to go. Up top to SGA being guarded by McConnell. Looks like the Pacers are in a 3-2 zone here. SGA dancing, double behind the back move, high floater off glass, way long, can't get it to go, but the ball knocked around. Jalen Williams, they swing it around. SGA, left corner, they leave him open. He's not going to shoot it. Cross-court pass to Joe. They swing it over to Dort. He will shoot it out of the right corner, and he splashes that one from 3. And now they've tied it back at 79. Ben Shepherd has it and lost it. Kenrich Williams with the steal. And I believe he gets fouled. I believe they call the foul. Tied at 79, 1:43 to go. AB said, I listened to Philadelphia's equivalent to what we have. The one channel that I just can't fathom supporting is Hawks Fan TV. Like, just completely bit the style of Knicks Fan TV, but just obviously can't do it nearly as well. And it's just like, dog, do your own thing, man. Do your own thing. Like, I just can't respect it. I just can't respect it. SGA, nice hesitation move, driving it down against the layup to go over Thomas Bryant, who doesn't even really contest. Kind of like a fake contest. But OKC is taking a 2-point lead here. Pass fake from Haliburton in the corner to Thomas Bryant. Now over to Shepherd. They swing it over to McConnell. Pacers swinging around on the perimeter. Jarace Walker on the left wing attacking. Stops, leans in, gets the layup, misses the layup, and misses the putback. Jarace Walker, buddy, you got to knock that down. Here comes SGA pushing the other way behind the back. Euro stepping down the lane, leaves it off. Lou Dort leans in, puts the layup up, can't get it to go, but gets his own offensive rebound and put back in a timeout from Rick Carlisle and the Pacers bench. AP and the Nets, you listen to the Nets too? Nets are a team I'm just not interested in this year. I try to listen to teams who I think are interesting. Either that or teams that are three things. Teams that I find interesting, teams that are on a like bad losing streak because it's like, okay, how real is it? Let me listen to the fans, to the people who are like actually watching them on a night-to-night basis. Let me listen to what they have to say. How real is this collapse? And then 3, the team's on the rise. How real is the rise? Did they just hit a hot streak? Did they just hit a lull in their schedule? How real is their recent play? Those are the 3 main factors that contribute to me picking out who I'm going to pay attention to this week, right? AB said, me, I never get enough from Knicks. You can't depend on ESPN radio anymore. You cannot. You cannot. This basketball season, they talk about some football team in another city somewhere. Yeah. It's funny because I've been listening to The Fan a lot because they took ESPN radio off of, I drive around a lot, so I end up listening to the radio a lot. But, so I've started listening to The Fan ever since ESPN went off of FM, which is just a baffling decision to me. Because now I haven't listened to ESPN in months since they went off of FM radio. They're only on AM radio now, which is just a baffling decision. But I've been listening to The Fan a lot, and The Fan just leans way more heavy into, you lean way more heavy into baseball and football. And it's like, guys, please basketball. We are in the middle of basketball season. We are at the end of football season. Stop talking about the Giants and the Jets. They suck. Their season's been over forever, and yet they still talk about the same things every day with them. They're still talking about baseball offseason stuff, and it's like, man, can I just get some basketball talk? But they don't have basketball people on those shows, you know? So you can't rely on those guys if you want basketball talk. Jarace Walker in the paint, nice little half spin fade away from Jarace Walker. A little too fancy, but you can do that if you get away with it. My man Hugh, I won't be saying your whole name, brother. Kenrich Williams well short on the three. McConnell with the rebound, he's pushing the other way. Leaves it off for Walker, driving it down. Leaves it off for McConnell back up top. Back to Walker. Walker driving to his right. Lou Dort takes a dive, and Jarace Walker flopping, looking for like a push-off charge call from Walker. Doesn't get it, and Walker just spots up for an open three and knocks it down. SGA has it up top, being guarded by McConnell. Crossing over to his right, driving it down. Euro steps down the lane, loses the ball, and that's going to be the end of the quarter. And the Pacers go into the fourth quarter with a lead. Katie said it can be a lot to watch the post games, but one thing I like is the film session breakdowns from Knicks Film School. I do like them. I don't really like their video format of those stuff. I'd rather like read the Twitter threads of it. I just don't think their video format of it is very engaging. AP said Knicks Fan TV and Nick of Time show was the first two I discovered. Me too. Knicks Fan TV was the first. Actually, that's not true. Maybe it is true. But CK2K, I think, was the first guy I found who was making like Knicks specific content. I was like, oh, there's an audience for this. Because he had like 20K subs. And I was like, oh, there's an audience for this? My man Hugh said, would you trade Hart for Goga Batadze? I would not, brother. I would not. AP said, well, the Nets in the New York family, so yeah, I'm going to give them that respect. You're a better man than me. No, I grew up in Jersey. I actually still live in Jersey. So you would think that I would have more respect for the Nets, but I lost respect when they moved to Brooklyn. Just a terrible move. Just a terrible decision to move into Brooklyn. AP said, yes, very stupid for them to leave FM to go back to AM. Yeah, just why? Literally listen to ESPN radio all the time. Just because it was easily accessible. It was like the main sports radio station that you could listen to. And now I listen to mostly The Fan, just because it's easily accessible, right? The AM airwaves are just lower quality. Why would you? You're the worldwide leader in sports, and you don't have an FM channel? Like, you chose the lower quality AM channel. Just idiocracy coming out from the ESPN networks, man. I don't know what they're doing. Speed your package. What's up, Speed? I listen to Locked On Knicks. True, I also listen to a little bit of Locked On Knicks. Not a bad podcast for New York Knicks content. The Locked On channels in general are pretty solid. Pretty accessible if you're just looking for, like, to follow any team in some capacity. Haliburton having another bad night. 2 points, 1 for 4 from the field. You can't be a star and take 4 shots, dog. You can't. Real Art Manifest. What's up, Real Art? Knicks going to the finals this year. Let's go. They're going to have the opportunity, man. They're going to be there at the end. The way they're playing now, it's like, yeah. AP Josh Hart stays. Yeah, I think Hugh was mostly trolling. Mostly, but A.J. Mitchell, the rookie, driving it in, gets fouled by Matherin, and there's also a goaltending call on Thomas Bryant. Terrible way to start the quarter for the Pacers. AP said the fan has more local feel to it. It does. It does. It definitely does. They're a lot sillier. They're a lot goofier. They're not, like, ESPN feels very stiff, stuck up. And it also feels like they just kind of put people together without working out the chemistry of it. McConnell drives it down in the paint, low fall-away jumper gets it to go. Like, the chemistry on a lot of ESPN shows feels very off. Mike, what's up, Mike? A.J. Mitchell on the left wing against Thomas Bryant, crosses over, mid-range jumper, gets it to go. I like A.J. Mitchell a lot. Good draft pick from the Thunder. I like A.J. Mitchell a lot. He's like a 15-year NBA pro. He's going to be around forever. McConnell, right corner three over Harnstein. Dared him to shoot it, and McConnell obliges but misses the corner three. Harnstein has it up top. Hits Isaiah Joe coming back door and knocks down the reverse layup. Three-point lead for the Thunder here, 11 minutes to go. McConnell driving to his right, stops, turns, kicks it out. Thomas Bryant, left wing three. They're going to dare him to shoot. He obliges as well, and he misses as well. Not a very good offensive unit out there for the Pacers right now. They're going to have to survive off their defense, which is scary considering that they're a bad defensive team as McConnell gets beat back door again by Joe. He gets contested at the basket. He kicks it out. He relocates right corner three for Isaiah Joe. Comes up short. Jarace Walker with the rebound. Here comes McConnell bringing it down. On the right wing, being guarded by A.J. Mitchell. Up top to Jarace Walker being guarded by Kenrich Williams. He's going to shoot a dribble pull-up three and knock it down. Jarace Walker had a bad first half after coming in for Obi Toppin. But here he is hooping here in the second half, especially here in the fourth quarter to start. J-Dub has it up top being guarded by Shepard. Hands it off to Kenrich Williams. A dribble pull-up three trying to answer, and he does. He knocks down a dribble pull-up three. McConnell on the right wing. Driving to his right, under the basket, gets the layup to go over Kenrich Williams. How he sneaks those up and in, I'll never know. I'll never know. Now the game's going back and forth. Now it's becoming an interesting game. Pocket pass to Harnstein, rolling to the basket, gets fouled. Can't knock down the layup, but he is going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. AP said, the Knicks win the championship. I'm not going to work for the whole week. It's going to be a lot of partying. Going to be a lot of partying that week, Mike. AP said, do you remember when the Knicks came on the fan? I do not. I don't. I don't remember. I've never been out late enough to listen to sports on the radio. You know what I mean. Like, if there's a Knicks game on, I'm making sure I'm home to watch the Knicks game, is my point. But no, I've never really listened to basketball games on the radio like that. McConnell splits the zone defense. Terrible defense from the Thunder. Gets into the middle of the lane and knocks down the little pull-up jumper. Harnstein only knocked down one of the free throws. J-Dub, a pull-up jumper in the lane, can't get it to go. Jarace Walker rips down a rebound, and they're pushing the other way. Walker playing with a lot of confidence right now. Has it up top. Ooh, fancy dribbling against A.J. Mitchell. Backing him down. He's got the size advantage. Stops, leans in. Excellent defense from A.J. Mitchell. It didn't matter as Jarace Walker fall-away jumper in the paint gets it to go. Now he's hyped up. Okay, Jarace Walker, show me something. I liked him coming out of the draft. Like to see him hoop here. The Thunder, excellent ball movement, ends up with a wide open three for Isaiah Joe, and he misses it on the left wing. Harnstein falls down. It's a 5-on-4. McConnell pushing it, kicks it out. Right wing, Matherin for three. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Kenrich Williams with the rebound. Here comes A.J. Mitchell. Mitchell up top, dancing with it. Shovels it over to Harnstein. Harnstein at the foul line. Attacking McConnell, leaves it off. Joe another three, another miss. Isaiah Joe has been way off. He has the reputation of being a sharpshooter. He has not really knocked it down this season. McConnell on the right wing, blows past the defense, kicks it out up top to Walker, catches, pump fake, jab step, driving to his left on J-Dub, stops, turns, spins, cross-court pass to McConnell, and it's way over his head out of bounds. Mike said Pacers lost their pace. A little bit. AP said, I always thought the Nets should have stayed in Jersey. Jersey deserves a team. Yeah, I also think they would just be able to generate a better fan base in Jersey than they would in Brooklyn. Like, who the hell in New York is going to root for the Nets? Like, everybody in New York's already a Knicks fan. You know, like, Jersey has far more Nets fans than Knicks fans. That's not true. Far more Nets fans than New York does are in Jersey. Because for obvious reason, they were a Jersey team. But I don't understand it. I do understand it. I do understand the politics behind all why they moved to Brooklyn and whatnot, but in the long term, it obviously has failed. Obviously. Nick Yak, what's up, Yak? It was great to see all our rebounds yesterday. We ended up taking 100 shots. They did. They won the rebounding battle. Very reminiscent of the way they played last year. And maybe it's just going to take time, and maybe that's the identity that they're going to slowly start to build. Similarly to how they slowly built it last year. They didn't start off where they were. It took until January for them to get there, and lo and behold, we're approaching January. I know a lot of that had to do with the fact that they made the Anunoby trade, but still, sometimes it takes time. And we're seeing Mikal Bridges finally break through. Sometimes it takes time. Mitchell missed the shot, and now Siakam a step back, mid-range jumper out of the post, gets fouled by Case Wallace, is going to send him to the foul line for 2 free throws. 7:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. Pacers up by 2. Haliburton's checked back in. AP said, I think around 04, Dolan switched to ESPN. AP said, the Fan Knicks radio network, Mike and Clyde. Yeah, the good old days. The good old days. Siakam knocks down his first free throw. He's got one more coming. AP said, you should have moved to Newark. They should have moved to Newark, AP. You're right. Because if anybody's familiar with Jersey, Newark is down and out right now. It's pretty downtrodden. It's if the Nets had moved there, that area would obviously, for obvious reasons, start to brighten up. It's already been starting to move that way, but having the Nets move there would have done wonders for that area. 97-93 right now. Forgot to credit Siakam with his other free throw. SGA has it on the right wing, being guarded by Siakam. Shot clock winding down. Up top, Lou Dort swings it over. Ball knocked loose. Lou Dort has it at the top. He's going to shoot a dribble, pull up high, arcing rainbow three. My goodness, it went off the screen. The cameras couldn't even catch that high, arcing three from Lou Dort. Bricks it, obviously, out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Pacers with a 4-point lead. And Nembhard will bring it down against the rookie A.J. Mitchell. Over to Siakam up top, being guarded by Dort. Hands it back off to Nembhard, coming to his left, attacking hard. Stops, leans in, pump fakes again, and then gets fouled by Dort. Lou Dort had, he had good positioning and then just got way too aggressive reaching in. Sending Nembhard to the foul line for 2 free throws. But we're going to get a timeout first. Going to want to talk a couple of things over. Pacers playing extremely well. There's been a multitude of times here where I thought, okay, this is when the Pacers are going to falter a little bit, and the Thunder are going to rise up, and they're going to take advantage, and SGA is going to start to take over. He's going to knock down a couple of shots in a row here. J-Dub's going to chip in. The defense is going to tick up, and the Pacers are not going to be able to keep up. And to their credit, they've not only kept up, but they've maintained the lead for the most part. We haven't even gone through the box score tonight. Who is the leading scorer overall? J-Dub is 6 for 20. Yikes. 14 points tonight. SGA's got 29. He's 12 for 19 overall. 7 boards, 7 assists. He's trying to do his thing. Not getting much help from his co-star. Not getting much help outside of that. I mean, Kenrich Williams has been really good in terms of like being off the bench. 9 points, 17 minutes isn't bad off the bench. 4 for 6, knocked down to 3, 6 boards. Like he's trying out there. He's a plus 13. Team was doing well when he was out there. Isaiah Joe is really on 1 for 7 from 3 on like pretty much open looks is pretty gross. AJ Mitchell off the bench, the rookie's been really good as well. As for the Pacers, look, 2 points for Matherin. I was just singing the praises of Matherin about how he's doing better the last couple of games, and he puts out a 2-point performance tonight. 15 for Matherin, 17 for Nembhard, 19 for Siakam, 9 for Miles Turner. So the 2 stars, 2 of the 3 stars between Haliburton, Turner, and Siakam. Siakam's really the only guy who's stepped up. Turner has been mostly invisible offensively. He's been very good defensively, mostly invisible offensively, and Haliburton has been mostly invisible offensively. He's taken 4 goddamn shots tonight. Not good enough. Jarace Walker off the bench with 12, McConnell off the bench with 13. Getting good bench production. Obi Toppin, he looked like he was going to give them some real positive minutes tonight. He had 5 points in 7 minutes and then went out with an ankle injury. Not great. Not great. Overall, the Thunder have hit 10 threes and the Pacers have hit 12, so it's about even. It's about even. Tony said, is LaMelo winning? Oh, wow, it's a tied game. It's a tied game, Tony. LaMelo is on his way up. Hold on. We're going to have to check the box score of that during the next stoppage and play as Nembhard knocks down his first free throw. Speed said, how are the Pacers doing this year? Have not heard much about them. Also, I was always a big fan of Obi Toppin. How is he doing? I said it a little bit earlier. He played really well. 5 points in 7 minutes. He came out like, he was on fire. He was ready to go. His energy was up there, as it usually is, as Nembhard goes 2 for 2 at the foul line. And then he sprained his ankle in a weird play, and he's been ruled out for the rest of the game, unfortunately. SGA driving it down, gets fouled by Siakam, going to the foul line for 2 free throws. And the Pacers have been pretty disappointing. They're on a 5-game winning streak right now, and now they're leading by 6 against the Thunder with halfway through the fourth quarter. So, SGA knocks down the first free throw. SGA goes 2 for 2 at the foul line, as he tends to do. And Turner has it up top. He's going to fire straight away 3. Well short. All of his shots have been short today. Here comes J-Dub bringing it down. Crosses over to his left off the Hartenstein screen. They leave Case and Wallace wide open in the left corner for a 3. He can't get it to go. Lou Dort tips it out to SGA. SGA has it being guarded by Matherin. Dancing with it, gets it out. Lou Dort, he's going to fire a 3. He's been confident tonight, and he continues his confidence, knocking down that 3 right there. Back to a 1-point game. Haliburton driving it down, leaves it off for Turner. Back to Haliburton, driving to his left off the screen, stepping back. Picks his dribble up, back up top to Matherin. Matherin. Over to Turner, hands it back off to Matherin. Driving to his right against Hartenstein, gets fouled by Hartenstein. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws. Bad foul from Hartenstein. He had good positioning defensively against Matherin. So Matherin's going to step to the foul line for 2 free throws. And I'm going to look here real quick to check this Hornets game. LaMelo up to 31, 5-4. As the Hornets have crawled all the way back into this game, 96-98. They're down by 2. Who's gone off? Who's helped them claw back into it? I guess it's just by their defense. Everyone's kind of hooping. Miles Bridges with 15, Brandon Miller with 15, Mark Williams with 12, LaMelo with 31, Josh Green with 3 only. But, that's just a battle of the bottom there. Matherin splits a pair of free throws. Got to knock down your free throws if you want to beat this team. Indiana's missed a lot of easy opportunities at the stripe tonight. J-Dub coming to his left, in and out dribble, driving it down, goes up, gets the finger roll finish to go over Miles Turner. Went right into the shot blocker, and that's how you do it. Tied at 100 with 5:30 to go here in the fourth. Tony said, will it be under 228 points, total points? No, it will not. As Turner misses an easy layup over Harnstein. Turner, buddy, what are you doing tonight? SGA bringing it down, a dribble pull-up three, splashes it. And just like that, a three-point lead for the Thunder. We're already at 2:03 with 5 minutes to go. Between the two teams, I think they'll score 28 points between the two teams in 5 minutes. But maybe not. Maybe not. It's a good number, thinking about it. It's just 14 points each. I think they'll get there. Haliburton driving it down, kicks it out, Turner, right corner three. He's been off all night, but he finally knocks one down there. SGA bringing it down. Coming to his left. Blows past the defense in the lane. Loses it. Picks it back up. Gets it out to J-Dub. J-Dub's going to dance with it. Looking for a screen from Harnstein. Coming to his left. Hesitation move. Driving it down. Leans in. Stops. Kicks it out. Lou Dort, he's been feeling it all night. Misses that one. Fight for the rebound. Knocked out of Harnstein's hands. And here comes Nembhard. Nembhard bringing it down. Up top. Quick crossover to his left. Off the Turner screen. Cross-court pass to Siakam. Catches. Blows by the defense. In the lane. Kicks it out to Haliburton. He's going to fire a three. He hasn't really taken any shots any tonight. But Turner with the offensive rebound, and he gets fouled. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws. Grab the rebound. Surrounded by 3 Thunder players. This is why you went out and signed Harnstein, and he has not stepped up to do his job. Yes, anytime I can get to slander Harnstein, I will take it. I will take it. And not a shooting foul. Foul on the floor. So Nembhard has it up top. Pocket pass to Turner. At the foul line, hands it back off to Nembhard. Driving to his right down the lane. Beautiful ball fake and gets the scoop layup to go over Case and Wallace, and a timeout from the Thunder. And Haliburton has been terrible tonight. But his teammates have lifted him up tremendously. Tremendously. I don't understand how a guy of Haliburton's stature, of Haliburton's skill, can get to the point where he takes 5 shots in a game. How does that happen? How does that happen? Tyrese Haliburton tonight, 1 for 5. 1 for 5, dog? 1 for 5, really? 2 points? Sure, you got 8 assists. Awesome. Great. Cool. 2 points? I'm disgusted. Jalen Brunson would never. Never. Jalen Brunson, the next time Jalen Brunson scores 2 points in a game, he's going to be 37 years old. That's when that's going to happen. Don't ever compare these two players again. I don't want anybody ever in their lives comparing these two players right now. 2 points, brother? 2? Okay. Also, Orlando, Miami in a close game. Why is ESPN's website like that? So it would be nice, obviously, if Orlando could lose, give the Knicks a little bit of a breathing room in the standings. No Jimmy Butler, and Bam Adebayo with 4 points. Jeez Louise, Bam. Like, dude, you can't have 4 points and be like, yeah, I'm a star. I'm a star player. You got 4 points. What's the difference between Bam and Rudy Gobert? You got 4 points, dog. I don't care about the 5 assists. Obviously, it's really nice. Also, the 4 blocks, really nice. 4 points, dog. 4. Karl-Anthony Towns would never. Don't ever compare those two players again. Karl-Anthony Towns would never. Jalen Brunson would never. Come on. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Big money AB off the bench, though. 17 points. 3 for 3 from three-point range. 6 for 7 from the foul line. He's doing his thing, man. Big money AB with 3 big old steals. Big money AB. You guys want to talk about once a Knick, always a Knick players? My man, Alec Burks. That is big money AB right there. I love to see him do well. I really do. All right, here we go. We're back into it. Casey Wallace bringing it down against Haliburton. Gets it over to J-Dub. J-Dub being guarded by Matherin. Coming to his left off a couple of screens. Driving it down. Throws the lob over to Harnstein. Catches in the paint. Flips it over the left hand. Gets blocked by Harnstein. He's looking for a foul call. He doesn't get. Any chance I get to slay the Harnstein, I will. Real soft down there in the paint, Isaiah Harnstein. Come on, dog. Nembhard has it up top, coming to it right off the Turner screen. Leaves it off up top. Haliburton catches, pump fake, driving to his right, driving it down, puts up the floater, gets it to go. J-Dub bringing it down. Coming to his left off the screen. Dancing with it, being guarded by Matherin. Gets it over to Harnstein. Harnstein hits SGA, cutting back door, has it along the baseline, being guarded by Nembhard. Backing him down, leans in, fall away mid-range jumper, splashes it. Haliburton bringing it down. Being guarded by Dort. Coming to his right, off the Siakam screen. J-Dub switched onto him. Now coming to his right. Gets it over to Matherin. Back up top to Haliburton. Gets it over to Siakam. Siakam dancing with it against J-Dub. Driving to his left. Stops, turns, fall away jumper. Too long, can't get it to go. Matherin fighting for the rebound. The ball is loose. Harnstein picks it up. Here comes SGA. SGA bringing it down. Has it up top, being guarded by Nembhard. Coming to his left, off a high screen from Harnstein. Leans in, stops, pump fake. Surrounded by Pacers. Kicks it out to J-Dub. J-Dub's got to pull it back out, being guarded by Matherin. Gets it over to Harnstein. Hands it off to J-Dub. Spins, coming to his left off the rescreen. Snakes his way down the lane and gets a nice righty layup to go over Siakam. Beautiful move from J-Dub to navigate the Pacers defenders there. Now Nembhard will bring it down, tied at 107 with 2:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Nembhard has it up top, coming to his left off to Casey Wallace. And they call an offensive foul on Nembhard. Fending off the Casey Wallace reaching. Interesting. I got to see the replay on it. I don't know about that call. Casey Wallace is reaching in. Nembhard has the ability to slap that hand away if you're reaching in. J-Dub driving it down, gets tripped up. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Fell on his hand. He's holding it. Seems to be fine, though. About 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Tied at 107. J-Dub gets fouled. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. They're going to say it's a foul on the floor? Or are they in the bonus? They were in the bonus. 2 foul shots for J-Dub. Kay Hazy said, I hope this isn't another overtime game. AB said, I'm sorry, it's weird to hear you root for Indy. I'm not rooting for Indy. I'm just rooting on the downfall of Harnstein. Just rooting on the downfall of Harnstein. I'm kind of hoping OKC pulls this one out, just because I don't want to have to listen to Pacers. People be like, oh, the Pacers are dangerous again. They figured it out. I don't want to have to hear about that, you know? I like it when the Pacers are a mess. So don't get me wrong. I'm still hoping the Thunder win. I'm just real happy when Harnstein plays poorly. I'm in full Harnstein hate watch this season. I'm also not a big fan of SGA, though. So, there's that. He's got 36 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds. He's absolutely hooped all over the Pacers tonight. The only guy for the Thunder with sort of any consistency outside of the role players. Some of the role players have been pretty good tonight. Like Kenrich Williams, as J-Dub knocks down his first free throw. He's got one more coming. knocks down his second free throw, giving the Thunder a 2-point lead. Here comes Nembhard. Nembhard bringing it down, has it up top, being guarded by Wallace. Coming to his right off the Turner screen, high screen, driving it down, stops, turns, spins. He's got all the space in the world, in and out, halfway down. Can't get the little pull-up jumper in the paint to go. Here comes SGA. SGA has it up top, coming to his right, off the Wallace screen, pocket pass to Wallace, shovels it over to Harnstein, gets fouled, misses another layup, but he did get fouled by Siakam, sending him to the foul line for 2 free throws. See, a better player would have knocked down that layup, but Harnstein's going to have to hit 2 free throws. He split both visits to the foul line tonight. He did knock down the first one there, giving the Thunder a 3-point lead. Harnstein goes 2 for 2 at the foul line, knocking down both of his free throws. And here comes Nembhard, down 4 now, 111-107. Nembhard has it up top. And it shouldn't be lost on anybody that they're playing through Nembhard right now. Over to Haliburton on the left wing. Gets it over to Siakam. Siakam on the right wing. Backing down. J-Dub backing down. Leans in. Kicks it out. Nembhard. Extra pass to Mathurin. Mathurin being guarded by SGA. Dancing with it. Coming to his left. Leaning in. Going down the lane. Gets fouled. Going to the foul line for 2 free throws. Might become a little bit of a foul fest at the end now. Both teams playing extra physical. Mathurin's up to 16 points tonight. He's 4 for 6 from the foul line. 2 big important free throws here. Knocks down the first one. Mathurin knocked down the first one, making it a 3-point game. Can he cut it to 2? And Ben Mathurin knocks down 2 big, important free throws here, approaching the final minute of the game in a 2-point game against the Thunder. Big defensive stop here, incoming for the Pacers, who seem to be in a zone here. Trying to confuse the Thunder to kick it out to J-Dub. Hesitates from 3. He's not been knocking it down tonight. But SGA has a dribble pull-up 3, splashes it. Nothing but net. Right between the eyes of Mathurin. An excellent contested, didn't matter. SGA, cold-blooded. Haliburton over to Nembhard, trying to answer for 3. Comes up short, can't do it. And Haliburton, fighting for the rebound, can't get it. Here comes J-Dub bringing it down. Gets it out to SGA. SGA up top, driving to his right, blowing past the defense. Trying to get away, and the Pacers force the foul with 36 seconds to go. Now down by 5 with SGA going to the foul line for 2 free throws, and it looks like the Thunder are going to be able to pull this one out, y'all. So, pretty bad night from the Thunder. SGA is going to put up a 40 ball here. But nobody else really stepped up. SGA kind of put the team on his back and led them to the victory tonight. But the Pacers couldn't take advantage of an off Thunder night. Came back from 15 down as SGA knocks down both of his free throws, up by 7 to end up beating the Pacers here in an away game. For a red-hot Pacers team. Nice win for the Thunder here. Nembhard driving it down. Gets blocked by Wallace. Gets his own rebound. Throws it over to nobody. Siakam able to save it. And then Siakam hands it off to Haliburton. And Siakam's looking at Haliburton and he's like, why are you in the backcourt? Why are you back there? Like, he tried to hand it off to Haliburton. Haliburton's standing behind the half-court line. He's like, why are you back there? It's so funny. Because Haliburton wants nothing to do with the ball right now. They are playing through Nembhard. Haliburton wants nothing to do with the basketball. He looks so unconfident. He looks so nervous with the ball in his hands. And they immediately foul SGA, sending him back to the foul line. And this one's going to be over, y'all. So I'm going to sign off early here. One thing I do want to do is let's go around the league one last time before we sign off. Whoops. You guys got a little sneak peek at the game, but here we go. Let's go around the league. This is a close game. LaMelo's up to 31 still stuck on 31. Let's go around the league overall. Again, nothing really matters for the Knicks tonight. Pacers lost, so that's good. This game looks like Orlando's going to lose, so that's good. In an absolute rock fight of a game, 89-88 in modern basketball is horrific. But Orlando losing is good. Hornets Wizards are in a close game. Bulls beating the Hawks. That's nice. Would like to see the Hawks lose. Always nice to see the Hawks lose, but it's still a lot of time left in that game. Halftime for Raptors Grizzlies. I guess we could check in on our Knicks. Just our one Nick, RJ. 16 points, 3 boards, 8 assists at halftime. Beautiful. Shout out to RJ. Always gonna love seeing him. See, that's the difference between him and Harnstein. Always gonna love to see and support RJ doing well. Nets playing the Bucks. That's a close game, but that's at halftime. Rockets Pelicans, interesting. As the Pelicans continue to slide and lose, will they look to sell off their pieces? Who knows? And then we got the late games tonight. So again, a little bit of a weak slate tonight, but we do get Knicks tomorrow. Knicks are playing the Magic, the very Magic who lost to Orlando tonight, the very Magic that lost to Miami tonight, the very Magic team that put up 88 points tonight. Horrific night for the Magic. Is that the final score? Let's see. It was only 0.5 on the clock. There was, and the Magic ended up losing. Gross. So again, I have no qualms. I have no worries about the Knicks going into Orlando and taking on the Magic yet again without Paolo, without Franz, with the way Bridges is playing, with the way Anunoby's playing, with the way Brunson and Towns and Josh Hart have been playing as a starting unit. We're good. Right? So I'm not worried about it. They just got to go in there, take care of business. But until then, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, I believe the game is 7:30 start time, usual time. We can just double check that and make sure we're all on time together. 7 o'clock earlier start time, away at Orlando. So just be prepared for that, y'all. Earlier start time, 7 o'clock tomorrow. But until then, I'll see you guys. I'm out. I appreciate it. It was a fun time. Pretty decent game. Not the greatest of games, but it was a pretty weak slate tonight. I think we picked a good one. But until then, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm out, y'all. Good night. Bye.